Hey guys, this is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Nvidia stock, guys, and looks like bulls have taken over. Bulls are fearless. They are like, bring it on. We are launching it to the space. Nvidia is going to be unstoppable. Well, I'm not saying that, guys. That's what the data is telling me. I'll take you over the options data. During the earnings time, the options data is what really makes things exciting, just because, options data doesn't tell you where the price is going to go. It just tells you where the traders are betting their money. And as we'll go through this video, I'll show you that options data that you just saw a quick glance of. Here's another peek. All right, but we'll talk about that. But yeah, bulls are like, Junior Trader, we are ready. We are fearless. But guys, I would always, caution everyone from being too optimistic or too pessimistic. It's all up. Stick with the technicals and stick with the rules and the principles of trading. At least that's what I do. Again, as I always say, technicals are different before the earnings, they are different through the earnings, and they are different after the earnings, and no one knows what's going to happen through the earnings. Earnings can be great, they can beat the earnings, price may fall. Earnings can be bad, price may go up. Or earnings can be great, price can go up. Or earnings can be bad, price can go down. There are four permutations and combinations that can happen over here. And you have no clue what's going to happen. No one knows. No one knows what's going to happen. All right. It's all about in the post market, what happens during the guidance call, what comes written down there. Not even the people writing those papers would know what's going to happen, because there's just so many, guys, the possibilities here. You can't control the chain reaction. Okay, there is no way, and there is no way of knowing it. Things changes on real-time basis in the market as well, right? And that's why, as we go through in this video, I'll talk about, before the earnings, how things are looking like. And the technicals that we are talking about, guys, they're valid until Wednesday's afternoon. And then, yes, I'll talk about the possibilities of what may happen during the earnings. And if price shifts in based off of technicals will still work. The chart, the technicals will be different and new, but that will be based off of where the technicals is right now. Right, but there will be a complete different strategy that may come in if how technicals would look like through the earnings and after earnings. So as for what the price action is telling us now, we have this clarity as until earnings. Okay, that is Wednesday afternoon. So with that, guys, please note, none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. I'm just sharing my opinion here, nothing more than that. You are solely responsible for your own financial decisions and outcomes. Alrighty, let's start it off, guys. So what is Nvidia has been showing us on daily interval? Higher highs, higher lows. You already know all this story, right? Not gonna repeat myself here. If you are new here, check out my previous videos on my channel on Nvidia. We have higher pivots all the time. The $922 to $914 level is what I have been saying. As long as Nvidia holds that, we are still in the bullish structure as from where we are right now. And not just that, I'll show you a couple of more things on the lower time frames. But yeah, guys, we are still super bullish on Nvidia, right? Because we are holding those pivots levels, we are holding those support levels. Structure is still bullish, and analysts have been coming out with their upgrades day after day. I have been saying that from last 2 weeks, and we have been getting upgrades one after the other. And this week I said that, guys, get ready. Analysts are gonna come in pounding the table. They're like, Nvidia to the moon, right? I mean, I talked about it in the morning. Check my morning video out if you want to know more about that. But yeah, there's a lot of upgrades that came out today. They're piled up here, guys, in the list down here. But anyways, so what we are seeing on the daily, I just showed you, we are in the uptrend. We are holding the structural support level as well. We are above 20 and 50 days moving average as well. And today, 20 days moving average crossed over 50 days moving average as well. Let's go to the hourly interval. Now, this is the trend line, pivot trend line, right? We have been holding a support. This is a structural support on this thing. We are also above 200 hours moving average and above trend line. And you can see precisely at our level. And this is what I have been saying from over the weekend, that guys, this is it. You know, this is again $922 level, guys. We found support at our important level. My indicators marks it already everything for you. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below. I have 2 indicators, 2 trading bots, and Wall Street alerts. All right, there are more trading bots coming out. So if you want to take an advantage of the current memberships, because price would change when more bots will come out. But if you want to lock in your price and have upcoming new bots for free, this is the time to join the membership. Links are in the description below of this video. Again, everything is only for education purposes. You are solely responsible for your own financial decisions and outcomes. All right. Now, we have been following that uptrend. I'm not seeing any downside on it right now, right? Now, we did see some slowdown again closer to the recent highs, right? $958. We came 952 and we have been a little bit selling off. And guys, while I'm talking, let me just adjust real quick something on my indicator. Here we go. All right. So now what, junior trader? Is Nvidia going to go up tomorrow again, another leg up? Or are we going down? Well, so here's the thing in the price action for that. On intraday, we already have a pivot here. I talked about in the morning as well, guys. If you have seen my morning video, you already know that. I saw price was somewhere over here. I said that, guys, it's selling off, but hey, don't you worry. Nvidia has this pivot formed, and look at it. It found support close to our important one of the intraday levels, and around 50 hours moving average with this trend line support, directional support, we went up, right? So yeah, there you go. I talked about it in the morning, so you don't want to miss out my videos, guys. Hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. All right. Now what from here? Structure, guys, intraday swing, everything is bullish. Take partial profits in the extensions, guys, okay? And the time to buy or reload are into these pullbacks and with the stop loss on the other side. Because why? We have to always prepare. What if that 20% case happens? I take the positions when 80% is in one direction with the confluences, so over here. But then I'm like, I know there's nothing guaranteed in stock market, so stop loss somewhere below these critical areas of structural breaks or changes. Now, from here, Nvidia right now, guys, is full on bullish. If tomorrow it doesn't loses the level of 946, it can just continue higher. I do see there's a good support even at the level of 940 right now, or 20 hours moving average can give it a support. Not sure, I'm not saying that it's going to make all-time highs before earnings, but this may stay up here closer to until earnings as well. It may chop around or stay up here. I'm not seeing any weakness on the price action. So just follow this trend line as well, you know, and by any time, you know, if it breaks 946, you know, then some weakness may come, but 940 is also a good support. Unless we're not losing 940, I don't expect strong weakness to follow through back to the trend line. And if we continue to break above 952 and above tomorrow, we are reaching then for 958 and potentially will break out of it as well, guys. And then 967 is what you gotta be watching. All right. Cool. Okay, dokie. Well, guys, that's the price action on Nvidia. That's the structure. Those are the type of plays that could be taken. Now, let's talk about the, well, guys, well, here's the thing. Earnings, as I said, 975 is the top right now on Nvidia. If earnings beat it, if earnings really like pushes the price higher, right? Price action, not the earnings numbers, because anything can, as just said, that any permutation and combination can happen, you know. If price gaps up about 975 and next day we see a follow through, most likely things will continue higher. All right. Because the structure is still staying bullish, right? That's above all-time highs of 975. However, if after earnings we gap lower than 922 from where the price is right now, then We won't become fully bearish right away. I would still say wait for the break of 890 then, because then 20 and 50 days moving average will give it a break. This may just make Nvidia sticky here or choppy here. It may not make it fully bearish though, if it just breaks 922 and doesn't break below 889. All right, that's just my opinion. All right, let's go to the options data now, and let's see how bulls are fearless right now, and they're like, we're ready to launch it. So white is the today's closing price. Bright green are the calls, bright red are the puts from today, dark green are from the over the weekend data, and dark red are the over the weekend data for calls and puts respectively. I'm seeing a lot of calls at $1,000, and guys, Nvidia's calls or puts are not cheap. A lot of calls and puts are not cheap. I mean, on both sides. We went over the data over the weekend. Check out my video over the weekend that I did on Nvidia, the Nvidia's options analysis video. Now, yeah, a lot of calls at $1,000 sitting, a lot of calls at $1,100 also sitting. They have been increasing as well. 950 also spike calls is quite high. I'm not seeing puts have increased, but they are nothing in front of calls, and I don't think these puts may make any money. 908, 150 puts, I think they're way far behind now. 900 maybe, but 850, I don't think so. And they're not cheap as well. I don't know why traders are betting those puts, but they're still expensive. Usually, sometimes you would like to hedge it, but I'm not sure why they're buying it. It's just expensive. But yeah, so calls, bulls, guys, the calls are just so high up compared to puts. There's nothing red. Everything is green, green, green. So yeah, just saying that's where the sentiment of the bulls are. Like, bulls are even skipping 1050. They're going straight to 1100. And it's not that the 1100 are super cheap. They're cheaper than 1050, but not that cheap as well though. But anyways, guys, that's where the money is going right now on the option sentiment for the traders. All bulls are like super bullish on Nvidia. We'll see what happens through the earnings, guys. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful and valuable, hit the like, subscribe, and with that, guys, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.